Welcome everyone to today's Subnautica stream. We are back here in the lava zone, inactive lava zone, ready to do some building. And thank you all for joining in. Thank you everyone. I see a bunch of familiar names and glad to see we got a bunch of people joining in already with the time change. We're going to try this for a while. Fortunately, it's not something that really changed much for me other than my clock's moving forward an hour. But if this is good for everybody, or we need to go up further, I might be able to move it up one more hour. We'll just have to see how this goes. I also want to point out, before we get going, there's an update to the Cyclops, more Cyclops modules, or mod, that gives us all the extra little things. We actually have a booster for the bioreactor. As you know, we tried recently, I put a bioreactor in. Works great. We've got this booster, but I am missing some of the supplies for it. So we're not going to worry about it too much today. I'll get it. I'll go get the supplies before next stream and build it then. But we do have a lot of stuff to do today. So, the time changes in the US because we have a very outdated thing called Daylight Savings Time, AZ, and nobody else in the world uses it. But we still use it even though it makes no sense. But basically twice a year we move the time forward or backwards an hour. It's supposed to help with, you know, shopping. Supposedly is one of the claims, to get people to go and spend more money because it's daylight later in the day. I don't know. I never really bought into it, but it's something that happens in the US. So right now it used to be, you know, an hour later in the day than it is for me. Alright, so we're going to do a garden and hopefully habitat area today. And I've been trying to decide how I want to do this. Because I want to make sure it has room. And the thing is, we got this right here that looks nice. But this part over here, while it looks nice, it does have a little bit different outcropping. Definitely don't want to go forward. Definitely don't want to go backwards. So I want to build off of one of these. I think I want to go this side. Do like this as the direction we're going to go. We're going to have it kind of linking top side to bottom side, I think, as well. I can stream for maybe 3.5 hours because the time did change here. Everything else still kind of changed with it, so I can't exactly just add an hour. I can add maybe a little bit, but I'm not sure I can do a full 4-hour stream. I have other stuff that I still will have to do as soon as this is over. I'll just put this here for now, just so I can say I have one, and then we'll look at it later and see if I want to keep it. I don't know if I want to keep it that way. I might want to do like rows. Oriented a different direction, do like a 90-degree turn. Kind of feel like that's what I want to do. So we're going to go with, actually, let me get up here and see. Alright, so yeah, we are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 across. Yes, so that would be dead center right there. Even though this is where it's coming across, this is dead center. So we'll do like starting from here, because the way I see this is it's going to be just kind of going in each direction evenly, and then kind of a row go. Actually, I don't want to do it that close. We're going to move it out just a little bit, because I want to have kind of almost a corridor between the points. We'll actually use this other one to our benefit, like that. And use it as kind of the spacer to judge everything by. And you know, that's not even going to work very well, because then I've got this going across. I'm going to have to come this way too. That's not going to work. So yeah, we'll take this out. Plus it's not even. So we'll do, I still want to have something that connects up here, just so you don't have to go down to get over to this area. So we'll be going this way as well, because I do want some kind of habitat. What I'm thinking is along the side of this, and I'll replace this with glass later once I know everything's lining up right. We'll have the planter beds going this way on each side. So you go through, you'll see light from basically all of the, like, the creep vines and things like that that glow so nicely. And that will give a nice look from inside. I don't want to use too much in the creep vine because that gets too overly bright. So we'll do a little bit of it. And basically, yeah, we'll just have it go this way. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have it connect off of both of these, which is going to be interesting. That almost looks like it's not quite even, but it is. So we'll have these connect, so you could go either way, but this is going to connect out into a lower section for interior farms, and this is going to connect into, like, the living quarters habitat area. That's what I'm thinking right now. I kind of like that idea. We can go this way. Wish we had guides to make it even, so you could actually, you know, like, have it right there, or do like in Fallout where you can pick it up and kind of turn it a little bit. Like after you place it, go and look at it from a different angle and then just pick it up and turn it exactly from that point. That would be nice. Well, thank you, AZ. I'm glad you enjoy my content. As long as it's fun for me, I'm glad to put in plenty of time and effort on this stuff. I just gotta make sure it stays fun for me. And, Ed, I am doing this in survival, hence why my oxygen level keeps dropping. I'm just using mods, which you can find the full list in the description below, and the reason why it doesn't look like I'm having to carry anything is because of one of the mods automatically pulls from resources in my containers nearby, and I have a lot of supplies in my Cyclops down below. But yeah, that will work right there. So we got a kind of starting corridor. And what I'm thinking is definitely we need a multi-purpose room. Because, you know, that's the best room we've got in terms of normal use and getting a lot of space. And we're going to actually come out from it this way. And, you know, actually, let's go ahead and just do the glass compartments on this part, because I've got a lot of quartz. I did do a lot of mining, and if you've looked at the description below, I've also added in a mod as requested, because it did get tedious drilling a lot of these resource deposit locations out. I did add the drill speed mod, so my drilling is a lot faster in terms of my mining, so that did help a good bit this week. Oh, my hull strength is dropping much quicker than I expected. So yeah, we're gonna have like branches coming off this way. And I'm not gonna have like any kind of like everything glass windows, because this is gonna be habitat. So everybody gets like their own private room. And that means we need, like, maybe a little bit of light, or, you know, a little bit of window, but not a lot. I'm trying to think how I want to do that. I might actually... We might do this in a different way, actually. I may do it where, like, we have each branch come off, and it goes to a double stack room, and then we'll go up and go into another double stack room, which means this is actually not necessary right here. But I do like the idea of having like a, you know, cafeteria type thing. Radiation challenge, a mod that covers the planet with radiation and no oxygen. How's that going to work? Where do you produce your oxygen at other than going inside a vehicle? I mean, are you going to have to actually... I mean, that kind of hurts you a bit at the beginning. Or you have only the life pod you can go to. You can never swim up to the surface. That would make it really, really frustrating, I would say. We're going to do... We'll start with one of these and see how it works. I know I want to come this way for sure, and I want to make sure I don't... See, like this, we won't need... Really? I've already used all of my titanium? That can't be right. I'm hoping my mods aren't messed up again. I did have a problem with my mods the other day. I was doing all my harvesting and one of the mods broke. All of my lockers disappeared. And it's like, maybe it's acting like I'm not in range. Because I had a lot of titanium. Apparently I may not have had enough. I haven't found as many pieces of titanium out this way anymore. Since last stream we did a lot of harvesting for it. Let's go looking. And actually, I need to dock first. I might give it a look, but I mean, I've already got this going. I'm not going to change this. I definitely want to keep this more of just the challenge of building everything. And then, you know, my other game, I just started that new mod, Dragona's Retreat, so I want to stick more with focusing on what that's about. So that might be something I look at and maybe consider doing later, at a much later date. But I don't know, that seems almost as bad as the no vehicle challenge I thought about doing at one point. Unfortunately, everybody voted against. Because that would just be like, you know, no vehicles, just sea glide. That would be a pain in trying to get through the game. Just... systems online. Oh, I did upgrade my my scanner room. I've got 2 range modules going, so that does help. And you see, I've got titanium showing, but it's only showing these small ones. I actually sat at a big boulder one of the outcroppings, and it did not pick it up. And see, it's picking up titanium that's not there. So having some problems with the scanner room, not helping me out very well. We need a better scanner room mod, one that actually makes it work 100% of the time, because it's been not working quite right with some of these mods, I guess. And I had to go... I went back up in the tunnel and got supplies from up in the Lost River and a couple other small places. But I never went back over to like the crash zone or anything yet. I didn't feel like going out there, but we might have to, so I can go get a lot of metal salvage. That might be the best option I have, because all those are tiny pieces of titanium. There's no... It's not highlighting any of the boulders anymore. And I've got enough silver. Ooh, some magnetite though, that's useful. I think I got enough lead, but let's go ahead and grab it anyway. And I am using the drill speed mod, like I mentioned earlier. But it did act up the other day when I was out harvesting. It suddenly stopped working. And I went normal speed for several of the blocks. Like now, see, it's not harvesting fast. It stopped with the speed harvesting. It did the same thing to me the other... Hey, wait, hey. Good thing he's not attacking me. I like how he cannot swim through the wall when he's using his fire breath, but if he stops doing that, he can swim right through the wall, as he always does. Apparently something with, I guess, the collision while he's breathing fireballs actually prevents him from doing that. More lead. Yeah, I feel like I've harvested almost all of the titanium blocks in this area now, which is not good. Means I want to do a lot more traveling back up to get stuff this week. Do a pull for the mod? I can try. I could do that. I mean, again, it's also going to be one I'm just going to have to try it out and see what I think. If I try the mod and it's just not fun for me to play it, I'm not going to want to do it either way, because it'll be, if it's frustrating to play, then that doesn't make me want to come and do anything with the game. Alright, so I'm going to have to get some more range mods going on that. Because that did not pick up. Because that was outside of the range. And I guess I've got everything inside the range now already collected. Be interesting to see once I collect. I know there's no titanium boulders anywhere if they actually start respawning. I've never noticed that. They don't seem to care when you drill them. Alright, that's a little bit of titanium. You see the drill speed mod's working again. I think it only messed up on the lead deposits that I was drilling. I think that's the only time it ever stopped working right and did not drill at the increased speed. It actually went back and reverted to just a slower speed on those. So am I in the tunnel? I think I'm at the tunnel. Oh, some copper. I can always use some copper. I did do a few trips where I filled my own inventory up and then completely filled up the inventory of the sea moth this week, but a lot of it was silver and gold, because that's very abundant down here, along with quartz. I got a lot of quartz. Yes, I actually do have a dual screen. One for game, one for monitoring my actual streaming software, and then just in case I have my laptop that also lets me monitor if my stream's still live, just in case like my internet goes out, because then it will show if I'm actually getting anything on the Google streaming page, because if I can't see it, then odds are I'm not online. Otherwise, if I just look at my streaming software, it doesn't really say no internet connection on there. Ooh. I love having the, oh, there we go. I knew it was going to happen. Alright, let me out before they go rolling off. I've had that happen with a few of them. They went rolling down into lava. Empty. And now, so we'll fill up on this and then go back. T-Series is still, you know, I figured that it's going to be a back and forth battle, and it's just, it's good promotion for both of them. You know, some people are supporting T-Series, some people supporting PewDiePie, and as they go back and forth, you get more views on each channel, and they make more money, along with YouTube making more money. I feel like it's going to keep going for a while, just back and forth like that. I don't think there's any outcroppings up that way, really. We'll get another copper one here. I think the lead deposits, well, I would say the lead deposits, but now it's doing the same thing with the copper deposit here as well. Because that is not the increased speed. That's traditional, normal speed right now. So I would say it's just a bug with the mod itself. I don't think the mod's actually been updated too recently. And we've got new updates to like the QMod manager and everything with some of the changes that have been going on with Subnautica in the background. So I think that might be what it is. Because that's normal speed. That's definitely nowhere near the increased mod speed. But alright, let's go back. And we'll get this all dumped off. I have not put any storage inside the base yet. Just because the idea, I don't want to have to worry about emptying stuff from the Cyclops to the base. Now, if somebody comes up with a docking mod for the Cyclops where I can dock it and it drains everything from the Cyclops to the base, I'll be all for it. You know, but until then, I'm just using the Cyclops as my actual storage point. So if I drain everything out of it, good to go. If I ever have a point that I'm like, you know what, I need to make a lot of room for a lot more titanium, like I probably have to do this week, I'll probably take a lot of stuff and make some temporary storage inside just to dump things into the base. But I'm trying not to make it where the base is the main storage right now. Just too tedious to carry inventory full after inventory full up to the actual base itself. New Zealand, that's, you know, I'm not gonna block you or anything. That's something I just don't want to get into. I'd rather just be much more relaxed, staying out of, you know, anything like that. You know, we've gone and talked with politics before too. I really just want this to be more of a relaxed gaming focused stream. So if you want to talk about it in the chat, that's fine. Just, you know, try not to be offensive towards anybody, but I really don't want to go through that today. I just want to stick with doing the gameplay and having some fun with it. Get my food level up. And okay, yeah, so this started working again after the last stream where it suddenly decided to stop working in the middle. See if I actually can find some of these pieces of titanium it's marketing now. I'm pretty sure I've already collected most of them. That's one thing about the scanner room. Even if you collect stuff, it still will mark it there. And it's just always done that. I've had it mark my fabricator because I took metal salvage and turned it into titanium there, and it would say that's where the metal salvage is located. So that, you know, people have been saying they think the devs are going to do some new updates for this. I don't see it, but if they do, I hope they fix bugs like this. I would like it to track that, you know, hey, I picked up this piece of titanium. Do not mark it anymore. It's not there. It's in my inventory. Ooh, copper ore right there. Yeah. This is not the best way to get a lot of titanium. You see just how many of these are marked that I've already collected. Yeah, that's not working for me. I'm going to turn that off. We may end up also... I still haven't done anything with the ion cube harvesting setup because I just haven't had the time to do it. So we may actually add that in a little bit to today's stream. Yeah, you know, tons of updates, but now I think most of their updates are focusing on updating to say, hey, by the way, Below Zero had an update. Because that's what the last updates have been, just posting new information about Below Zero. Alright, see ya, Ed. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Let's go turn this off. That's obviously not going to help me too much with titanium right now. You see how much power I have? So I did add a lot more thermal plants down below in 2 different areas. So I've got a lot of thermal power right now. And even with that running full time, it was not enough to drain the power from the thermal plants. But me fabricating was quick enough to do that. So yeah, I got all this. And that's how much range I have now. You can even see there's a section of the Lost River. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Showing up above. Yeah. So we got plenty of range right now. Normally I use the bioreactor, Dr. Strange, but since this is a lava zone base, we are taking advantage of the massive amount of thermal power. And so like how many I've added there, and I've added some more over there. I'm thinking I want to add along all the different ridges, just because, you know, no point in not doing it. I mean, might as well, because we're gonna have tons of thermal power everywhere. Might have like a bioreactor or nuclear reactor later, just for the cosmetic aspect of saying, yeah, I've got this, just in case I happen to need the extra power. Alright, using up some of the titanium I got. Alright, I think I'm going to put a temporary hatch. Now remember not to leave this. Just want to put it here for a moment, make it quicker to get in and out. So, I really wish we had something other than the round rooms, but of course everything's round to help with hull pressure strength kind of thing. You know, being realistic, I really would like to have something more than this. Actually, what we might do is I might put another room up above, and that will be like the cafeteria. Go up there and sit and eat. And this is kind of like the entryway that leads into each of the living quarters. Means we also need doors for them. Makes sense. You know, you want some privacy. You don't want to just have somebody looking into your bedroom, or, you know, your general living quarters area, and then upstairs your bedroom. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. It's going to be like the it's going to be, ooh, I better not use too much of that, because I do need to plant some stuff. Where's my hatch? There. So basically be like, yeah, 2 stacks. So you have a living quarters general area, like this is your kitchen type thing or whatever. So if you just want to have a snack, and then the main food quarter will be right here, so everybody's close. And then we'll build, we'll have to build something up. We may actually turn this into a set of connecting tubes. Like if I do the vertical connectors here to go from down below up to this point, and then we'll have another set that goes up higher, so we can actually have another floor, not there, but be like here, separated. And what we'll do is just come out this way and connect off like that. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. I may redo this at some point. Is that, I wish we could do more with the vertical connectors and multi-purpose rooms. Yeah, we need, I think it's going to be double stack on each one of these for giving enough space. Honestly, I mean, yeah, you might have the ability to go down the hallway and get food from a kitchen, cafeteria type area, but you don't want to do that in your bathrobe. You want to, you know, grab something from your own little mini fridge. So we're going to do something like that, and we'll just have these kind of stack up from there. That will be the nice living quarters area, or, you know, food area. So we'll do like a, yeah, so we can actually see. And before I use up all my supplies, because I am likely to do that, not paying attention to my silicone rubber and such, let's plant some stuff. I think I put it over here. Yeah, so we'll do like a couple of clusters, creep vine sample. I kind of want just plain creep vine too. Why not? Let me see. Natural materials, I think, is where all my other stuff went to. Yeah, we'll do the blood oil for now, like that. Do like the tall tree type vine ones. We'll go with that, and we'll do one on each side. So yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now I love how the creep vine shows the same on both. One is still showing food value. It's the same icon, even though it's going to be two different styles of creep vine. So yeah, we got those. And I'll find some other stuff. We'll have just it looking very nice right there. And like I said, I'll basically take... Like, you know what? I could take this out. I've got plenty of quartz right now, I believe. Yeah, I thought I had plenty of titanium, but that was wrong. We'll go ahead and swap these pieces out so we can have a nice view of the garden area. Now I still have to do the actual lower garden area because we're going to have the indoor stuff too. And that's what's going to be on the underside of all this. But yeah, now we've got... I think what we're going to do... Same sort of thing. We're going to put it here. We're going to come out this way. And instead of a multi-purpose room, we're going to do the X compartment. And have this branch off in the same fashion, but it will be going to the different growing areas, the different columns we have for the interior plants, which obviously won't need to be as much. So we go out. Oh yeah, I did way further out for that one. This will ultimately be something I redo, I'm sure. I'm not gonna get the same alignment on it. Yes. Alright, so we've got that. And this will basically go down like that. Go ahead and take some of these out. My whole strength is gone down so much. Quick, quick, quick. Don't tell me I'm running out of titanium now. Oh boy, yeah, I'm going to have to do a bunch of reinforcement now. Go ahead and do that. We'll reinforce all the interior food production stuff because, you know, you want that to be safe. Yeah, it's odd the creep vines are... They're both creep vines, but one produces just the vine, one produces the seed clusters, and both of the icons show seed clusters. I feel like that was just... we could make a different icon, but let's not worry about it. Just go ahead and do it like this, you know? Alright, that... And now I'm out of titanium.
30 seconds.
Alright, I can make this work. Yeah, I think I'm going to be putting reinforcements on all of these. So they're not going to be holding anything in terms of windows. There'll be no windows looking in on that set. It'll be windows here and then on the top one, which will be reinforcements. Or actually, maybe not reinforcements. That does tend to mess with some of the wall mounting stuff at times. Yeah, sharks are not a problem. That's not even a shark, that's the lava lizard. They're not going to hurt me that badly. Alright, let's take that out too. Actually, no. We'll leave that one because of that connector there. So this will be more reinforcements here. That will help. And of course, I need titanium. All right. Let's see. So that's going to be cafeteria. That's going to be all the living quarters. Let's do, while this stuff grows, let's take the sea moth and see if I can find another good set of titanium. I have an idea of where I might find some in the large deposits, not the single piece ones. And eat up. Fortunately, I have all my food production plants with me. I don't... Looking at stuff so far with Below Zero, I feel like there's going to be more of a balance between land and water, as opposed to most of it being in water, like on this version of Subnautica. We do have the snow fox. We actually have a vehicle for, you know, on land use, but you see a lot more areas that are shallow too, which is why myself and some others think they might be moving away from the Cyclops and might be focusing more on, like, the sea truck, kind of replacing both sea moth and Cyclops, maybe giving you more of that modularity when you need it, but at the same time also not allowing you just make a complete floating base like I have here with my Cyclops. I have not watched Captain Marvel yet. That's, I mean, I like the Marvel movies, but time-wise, I can't go to the movies anymore. I get done with my job, I come home, I work on video stuff, or I stream, or I do my music stuff still as well too, so I'm just constantly busy. And if I take time to sit and watch something, I try to watch something that I, you know, can learn from, maybe, you know, some documentary or something. Or just something that I know if I'm not paying attention to it, it's not going to bother me. I'll see Captain Marvel whenever it comes out on, like, Netflix or something like that. I feel like, yeah, the sea truck could replace the Cyclops in certain regards, but I mean, look at how much storage I have there on my Cyclops. And with the mods. I have a feeling somebody, if they don't put the Cyclops in the game, somebody will mod it to be in the game. I noticed the storage module is limited. I mean, very limited in terms of how much storage you actually get on the sea truck. But if you can keep adding to it, which I have not tried building multiple of the same module and trying to connect them, but I would assume, yeah, you can add a lot of storage modules to it if you want to. It might be aimed more at giving you that adjustability, so you don't have to say, oh, I'm going to have a sea moth for going out and getting supplies. I'm going to have a sea moth that's meant more for combat and trying to fight off some big monster creature. So you don't have to build two. You instead just keep building the modules you need. But at the same time, I like a lot of storage. It makes it easier to transport stuff back. And I am eager when I get time to play again this week and go find the aquarium mod, or the scans for the aquarium module. I'm really interested to see what that does. Moonpool module in the sea truck? No. Considering that the sea truck itself automatically disengages from all of the attached modules to even get into the moonpool, there's not going to be a portable moonpool one. Plus, what would you use that for? You're not going to carry a sea moth separately. Yeah, the sea moth, the sea truck storage per module, I think it was like 38 slots of storage, 36 slots of storage. Not much. Basically, it's a very expensive pair of wall lockers. Or, you know, you could build 2 standing lockers and get more storage than what the sea truck gives you in a storage module. So it's definitely much more limited, which is why I think they might go towards making it, wanting it to be a replacement, but you're going to see a lot of people that are not going to be happy with it being a replacement, and I fully expect to see somebody will mod to include the Cyclops in the game if the devs don't. See, where is... There we go. Come up into the Lost River a little bit. I feel like they should at least, if they are going to, you know, if they decide to go with the sea truck being the replacement for the sea moth and Cyclops, they need to add the ability to use more than 4 upgrade modules. We need more than just those 4 slots. And we should have upgrades like, you know, a scanner room upgrade that lets you scan, maybe not in a very long range, but at least scan in a short range around you, like 50 meters. Oh, hey, look, 50 meters ahead, it just picked up this. That would be useful. That would help a lot, but if they keep it 4 upgrade modules for it, I don't think it's going to end up ever being really that useful. And my drill mod's not working even with the titanium now. The drillable titanium, well, you know, right now we really don't have anything to drill with. At least I haven't found anything yet to drill with. I'm sure that once we have a drilling capability, it's going to let us drill in below zero. And we'll start to see drillable titanium and other resources. You know, I'm not having that much trouble with titanium in below zero, because it's like, here's a silver outcropping, and instead of silver, I get titanium. Gold outcropping. Oh, no, you don't get gold, you get titanium. All the different outcroppings have a much higher chance of giving titanium right now from what I've seen. So I feel like that's kind of the balance they have for it right now. Is you got a lot of titanium coming from outcroppings because they don't give you what the name says they will. I don't like the sea monkey. I mean, I've only had that one encounter where they stole my scanning tool as I tried to scan them. And I've actually found that nest, and it had nothing in it. But they're supposed to actually go and, you know, if you follow them back, you might find extra goodies. Considering I've already followed one back and did not find anything, I'm wondering where these extra goodies are going to appear from that they'll have in their nest. Either the nests are not fully implemented and that's not being created in game, or later on they're going to implement things more, and we'll start seeing things like, you know, pieces of base equipment being stored in their nest. If not, then I expect they're going to put some kind of multiplayer thing in them. Because otherwise, if it's going to be, oh hey, look, this sea monkey has all this stuff in its nest, but it's stuff they stole from me, well, you know, you're going to catch them doing it at some point. You're going to chase them and get all your stuff back, and that's basically all it will be. If you just want to actually get stuff out of it, use it as a resource in a way, they're going to have to give you some kind of way to spawn stuff in. And look, now my drill is working full speed again. So there's something different between certain deposits, not necessarily what type of deposit, but maybe placement of deposit causes it to function differently with the drill mod. I'm not sure how much more space I have, but I think I'm getting close on my inventory limit once again. So I'm just going to grab things like the ruby. as I head back down. Ooh. Missed that one. See, if we had a portable scanner room module type thing, that would help a lot right here. I would have been able to see, boom, you know, something just popped up on screen. And, oh, this is, I'm going to lose all that. Stop rolling. Come on. Alright, we'll come back. Hopefully it's still there. Not despawned. Yeah, maybe if you die, they take your stuff to the nest. I'm assuming that would be if you die close by. Or in, you know, locked in combat with a sea monkey, which I really don't see you dying from that. If you die from fighting a sea monkey, you probably just need to stay dead. They're not exactly the most aggressive looking creatures. Now, I did see, you know, the sea monkey took my scanner tool. He did head off like he was going for a nest, but then as I chased him, he suddenly changed direction. So you might be right, they may not be fully scripted to return to the nest. Or it may be a case of if you chase them, and you chase them and get close enough, or you chase them for long enough, they give up the run and just kind of try to dodge you, sort of thing. But it's probably more likely what you're saying, that they have not fully scripted the mechanics of them heading back to their nest. There we go. And our medical first aid kit. Alright. Time to eat. And I feel like I want to go get those pieces of titanium again. But at the same time, I've got stuff here. So let's build some more. Now, I know it would go against the game itself in terms of what the devs envisioned for the game. But I would love to see somebody come out with a mod that is like a mining type mod, some kind of thing you can leave over like one of the drillable deposits, one of the big rocks, and it just, instead of breaking it down, it does it more efficiently and like doubles or triples what you get, but it takes a lot longer. So it's something you place down and leave. Like you come down here, you say, oh yeah, I'm going to build, you know, be an exterior module. I'm going to build this thermal plant on top of this little deposit, and then it drills and gives you 3 times as much, but takes, you know, like a day cycle to do it. So you get more out of it, but you have to wait. So if you're impatient, you sacrifice. But if you are willing to wait and come back later, it would be, you know, it'll have more stuff, and then you just disassemble it. Thermal plants, I actually, you know, I did not have any trouble getting them to place down so much on the new area in terms of getting them to turn to green. The problem I had was trying to get them to all squeeze in as tightly as possible. And I wanted to make sure it was actually there, like, in the lava. I wanted to make it look like it's actually pulling heat out because they're sitting on the lava, as opposed to just kind of being in the general vicinity. Now we got creep vines that have not started glowing yet. I want to wait to see how that works. Alright, so we've got that going. So these will go downward. I'm going to get one more, because I just want to make sure I've got a ton of reinforcement again. I don't want to come in and suddenly have leaks everywhere. Oh yeah, look at that. That's back to 82. Okay. So this will be like growing pods. And while we could do it where each one is a specific type, we actually have 4. You know, marble melons, you've got the lantern trees, bulbo trees, and the potatoes, or onions, whichever is, yeah, Chinese onion, not potatoes. So you actually got really 4 types that we need to have. So we'll just do, instead of that, we'll do a mixture between each stack. So it's like if one room, one structure gets compromised, they're not losing everything. We'll do another one of these while I have the titanium for it. And this one too. Leaks are not part of the fun. Oh, look, I've got some glowiness going. Really doesn't help that much out here, considering we've got this haze all around anyway, but yeah, there goes that. So what I might do, we may actually spread it out, so I do another set here, and then somewhere along, like towards this end, I build another, I put in more of the seed cluster pieces, so it glows even down here. Let's take this one out and put glass there as well now. Oh, wow, I'm actually out of quartz now. I switched to using glass for everything, and now I've run low on quartz. So yeah, let's go get some more supplies back in the tunnel so I can get that titanium too. Well, even with all this, and I had stuff, as you see, like I've got stuff that was filling in all the way up to here. Still did not have enough. Alright, let's get a look at this too from the side as I move out. Oh yeah, not the prettiest thing, not something we would see in, you know, real life design quite that way, but it is way underwater with a lot of water pressure on top of it. I see Maul still has stuff in storage. Did the mod break again? Oh, it's empty. That's empty. If it takes stuff out of storage, it puts them into that container. No, it's empty. Say the mod that has that locker that takes everything out, it has the exact amount of space for the exact amount of storage in the sea moth with all 4 storage modules on it. So if you fill it up completely, that locker is going to fill up, and then it slowly feeds one at a time into the auto sort locker receptacle there. Yes, Michael, you caught a stream. Sorry, a little bit earlier today. Oh, look at that, another one. This is definitely not one to harvest when I don't have enough space in my inventory. That looked like it actually smacked inside the sea moth almost. And there goes working perfectly fine with the drill mod again. Oh, look at that, another one there. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of titanium. The glow could power solar panels? We can play with that. I really don't need it. I mean, 3,000 thermal power right now. And I've got plenty more areas to put more thermal power. I kind of feel like I just want to max out the thermal power as much as possible at some point. Just to say I did it. Just to be like, yeah, I don't need 10,000 power in thermal, but I've got 10,000 power in thermal. You know, I can run all the water filtration machines ever built in the game. I so want a portable scanner room type thing. I think we're gonna have to go back. All my quartz is back that way. Where's that titanium I was harvesting over here? It was like right over here, wasn't it? Because as I came down from this section, I thought it's like I was coming along here and I was like, oh hey, look, titanium. Oh look. That's different ones, but it's more titanium. The unloading mod, I don't think it did. The only one I know I've updated, QMod Manager had an update I applied earlier, and then more Cyclops upgrades had an update which I applied earlier. Yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say manly, but, you know, it's just something to brag about. I mean, I did upgrade my other modded playthrough. I did have that Cyclops that had 36,000 in nuclear power on it. You know, the percentage showed like 700% in the power capacity. It's just something, it's like, yeah, look at all the power I have. You know, opportunity to do a Darth Sidious Star Wars thing with it, like, more power! Unlimited power! Or just the fact you never will run out. Like, I don't have to stop and recharge. Recharging is for sissies. I just refill my my reactor module with a new rod, and that's it, I'm done. Favorite YouTuber. It's kind of hard since I don't really get to watch YouTube for like just that anymore. I just don't have the time to kind of watch. If I watch anything on YouTube, it's either something that's like how to do this in Premiere, or how to do this in Photoshop, or things like that. And then I watch just like funny clips, like Family Guy little clips and things like that. They're just, you know, oh hey, look, I'm gonna put this on while I cook, and I'll just have it go through a short round of Family Guy clips while I'm cooking food or something. But if I had to name a favorite YouTuber, I will say the one that inspired me to do this myself, the one that I watched and I was like, I like what he does, and it doesn't seem out of my reach. It's just a matter of, you know, putting myself out there and doing it, is Crojack. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. I watched him when he was still growing. He was on like 20,000 subscribers when I first started watching him. He's now like 160,000. He got big because of the forest during early access days of it. And he went way over on that. One reason why I don't want to go too far with Subnautica in my playing, because he basically dedicated himself to the forest and used it to really grow his channel big. And it worked great until he got so burned out on the forest he didn't want to play it at all anymore, and kind of, yeah, you could see a downward trend for him at that point in terms of how much interaction he was getting, how many views. But yeah, he's the one that I would say favorite, because he did inspire me to give this a try myself. Not downplaying him in any way, saying like, oh, I didn't think he was anything special. I just saw it as like, you know, I like this guy. He's fun to watch. He's fun to just listen to, and he's engaging in the conversation aspect, even though he's just talking to a camera. And, you know, he tries to do just crazy things in this game. It's not just play it and, hey, here's how you go and do this. I like, you know, he pushed his limits with the forest. Just like we're kind of pushing the limits right here, trying to build another big base. Alright, I'm still not finding that other piece of titanium I had over here. I guess it... Either I'm just not seeing it, or it decided to despawn. I feel like it was over here. Oh, wait. No, not it. Alright, well... We'll head back, and now I'm going to try to find some quartz. Seriously. I'm going to finish up some of the glass tubing. I really thought I'd have plenty of quartz, but it does kind of go fast when you're having to use 2 pieces to make glass. And I think it's 2 glass per tube section, so that's, you know, 4 quartz per each one. So yeah, if I get, you know, 8 or 10 deposits, they go pretty quickly when you start building all glass tubes. Yeah, I like IGP's stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever watched him stream. But I have watched some of his videos. I did watch some of his stuff. I think it was him that was doing really cool stuff with colony survival at one point, when I was actually kind of starting to play it myself. But, you know, I'm much more engaged by YouTubers that show face than just being a voice. Which is why I have my camera here and you get to see me during the stream. Now, let's get this in before I, come on. Oh, I got it. There we go. Let's see, make sure. Yes, that's already emptied out. Okay, so plenty of supplies going there. Get more marble melon. I think we actually will start doing some storage today, too. Once we get some more of this farming area, the indoor one, I'm actually gonna put some. We'll put like the auto sort lockers there, so they sort into storage containers inside the base in the like cafeteria, basically. I've got stuff in the bioreactor and the Cyclops, but I've got much better stuff than what you'll get from the lantern fruit. Yes, you can grow them in there and use them that way, but I mean, grabbing just the lava, was it boomerangs, I think is what I was using, give you a lot more power. I mean, yeah, you have to collect them by going out, but it's really not that hard to get them in this area. They're just all over the place. Alright, come on. I said quartz. There we go. Now, this should be, I think, mostly just the deposits. I could be wrong. And again, we've got something that I've already collected. Now, it should eventually reset where it's not showing all of those pieces of material that I've actually picked up already. And it is seriously just picking the stuff I've already snagged. We'll just go out further along. A lot of kyanite if I need it. I do not let mesmers get that close to me. I try not to let them latch onto me too readily. Alien Isolation, I did not play on stream. I've actually never played that one. I did, at one point, I was doing... Well, I wasn't streaming. I was just doing like a no-edit recording thing for Outlast 2. Where I did kind of like record and go through, but I was also eating habanero pepper every time. And that was not the most enjoyable challenge. But I did it. But yeah, I have not played Alien Isolation because I played Outlast 2, and that's an interesting game. It's technically a survival game, but survival horror, like, you know, you're not surviving by farming food, making, you know, gathering resources. You're just trying not to die. And while that's alright, and, you know, certain people are going to like that, that's not my style. I much prefer the... If it's a survival game, I should be worried about farming and gathering up food and things like that. So I stick away... I stick with more games like this rather than going with the ones like Outlast, Alien Isolation, things like that. I got a couple of deposits there. Tell me this is one. No. Yes! Just took a moment to render in. I do hope, and it is early access still, but I hope they fix the animation with the sea truck entry and exit, because it is very kind of slow and in some cases kind of stuttery to me. Missing the Reaper? I'm not. Yeah, I haven't tried the I think it's like map pings or something like that mod. I have not tried it just because there's one I saw that is supposed to let you adjust the size based on proximity, and then I think it tells you also like how far it is to each one. So the bigger they are, you know, the closer they are, which, you know, kind of helps in a way, but in most cases you can kind of gauge it anyway. So I haven't really tried that one. I suspect that would be one that might, you know, interfere with something else. That could be one that might cause a problem because of that and the map mod together. Hi, Alva, Glenn. Ooh, look, titanium over there. Maybe I'll have enough room after this quartz. I don't know, I think maybe you can actually access the internal storage. Let's see. Yeah, you can, okay. I just never think of it that way because, I mean, technically the storage is outside. Oh, and now he did come after me. You're distracting me. Oh, I got attacked. This is a drive-by, fire breathing. The map mod, I don't have any issues with that kind of thing. I typically keep most of it turned off. I'm just wondering if, like, the sonar, well, not sonar, but the scanner room pings there might be an interference in the implementation of these pings and these pings. And again, I just typically, you know, I'm not worried about making sure it's the closest one. I'll look for the biggest cluster and I'll go there. But I might look for that mod and try it out. See if it does cause any problems. Oh, he is breathing down my neck. Or he's not even after me. He's after some fish over there. Maybe a lava lizard got in his turf. Oh, no, he does not need a hug. If he does need a hug, he can get through one of the other, you know, creatures in the area, not through me. Ah, like that lava lizard that just attacked me. The goal is, yeah, gardening. We're trying to do a big garden setup, which is mainly like, well, garden habitat. I've got a start to the outside. I'm just trying to get the basic framework down for certain things. Not so worried about the outside, because I will have to go get a lot more seeds and such for planting everything and kind of figure out how I want it to arrange visually. So more of a focus on getting the interior gardening stuff going, so I have food production and have stuff for like living quarters, and then I can start gathering up the supplies I need for interior decorations. Alright, so that gives us glass and titanium in a significant amount. Let's see, yeah, okay, all those are built. So let's go in. I'm going to turn off the scanner room. Somebody needs to make a Pip-Boy mod for this. So you have a little control panel thing on your arm, and you can say, hey, turn off the scanner room at the nearby base. And not have to worry about it. So, yeah, that one. And, of course, you know what? We need... need to make sure we don't lose each section, so we'll do like the bulkhead right here. Yes. Well, that was a little glitchy. Alright, so that's food production, and so what we'll do is I'm going to build the ladders in the middle so I can line basically the entire wall sections with the food production. And like I said, I think we'll go with a mixture on each one, so that they are, if you lose one section, one bar, like something breaks and it floods, they won't lose the entire everything. And then we'll do, yeah, we're not going to do bulkheads there. We're going to do bulkheads on each end. I'll add at least a little more hull strength. So if they lose... like this section here gets a breach, floods, then they don't lose all of their lantern trees by them being in the water. And we're going to assume at this point, yes, if they're in the water, the plant dies kind of thing. I haven't had that problem in my game, but we'll go ahead and go with more of a realism aspect to it. Actually, I do believe I can delete messages in NetSAR. I just usually have not had to, unless it's somebody that's just like spamming stuff in there. Then I'll do it. Because control the scanner room from the map mod? You can? I got like I can show the drones, the beacon manager. And I've got this that shows, like, you know, stuff here, but I could change color, and I could turn the icon off, and it shows me where everything is. Like, you can see how I'm scanning there. It's not giving me anything to turn it, like, say, hey, stop scanning. If they do a control panel system, or somebody does that for a mod, I urge you to be cautious. Don't do it kind of like the new Empyrean one, because that's made myself and a lot of other players kind of not like playing the game, because the new control panel, you know, the new inventory thing they did is just overly done. But if they, you know, basic control panel, and there is a mod with a control panel for certain aspects of bases, but you still have to be in the base. I would like to see something that's actually meant more for on your character kind of thing. So let's think about the planters, the grow beds. Obviously, we can always go with super efficient, but we're going to go with, you know, I could just do planter pots everywhere, but that's 2 titanium for each. And 4 titanium here for this. So we're going to do like the grow beds. I mean, I will get more planter pots in that space, but I'll be using a lot more titanium and having to do a lot more arranging weirdly to make them fit. Let's see if I can actually get this to fit. And, oh, wait, it did turn green. I don't know if that's actually working green or just like it glitches in positioning for a moment and then says, oh wait, no, I can't turn green here. Very, very small area to fit that in. And yes, I could do, again, the planter pots. I may do that more in the tree areas, because we are going to have multiple levels. So see, like that could be the marble melons. And we could actually do like the little planter pots over in the corners like this, too. Let's take that back out. I want to see if I can move it closer. There we go. I think that might make it. Yes, so kind of centered. Alright, so we got three pots, so we'll make that. I don't know which ones I want to put on these. I mean, you know, the obvious choice here would probably be the lantern trees, because they just keep growing and growing, and then here would be like Bulbo tree, and the Chinese right there, and then the little long side planters right here would be the marble melons. We may not actually even do a second level on this. I may take those out. That may actually be just completely unnecessary for this appearance. Where's my hatch? Oh yeah, hatch up top. And my glass compartment I was needing to build. There we go. Alright. No, my desk surface is actually pretty cluttered on this desk. I've got a combination of stuff with this desk. This is my music production desk. So I have music stuff. I have like receipts and paperwork that I need to have just for normal life. And oh yeah, now I can't build the I can't put the reinforcements now, of course. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and add a hatch right here to make this easier. We'll have to move some stuff. Somebody should make a mod to fix this sort of thing, that now the reinforcements don't work because something's in the way, even though technically it's not. Nobody muted you, Dr. Strange. So, say whatever you want, but, you know, be a little cautious there. Alright, I saw it turn green. Come on. It really just... Did it glitch on me? It stopped kind of actually turning green at all. Like, how is that not green? It's like glitchy. Oh. I feel like I'm just, you know, like sweeping back and forth trying to get it to like pick that spot. Oh, let's take this out. See if that fixes it. Did it get? Oh, nope, there we go. Alright, we need another reinforcement. Not going there because of these. think I'm gonna get the reinforcements done after this. We'll use this as like, yeah, this is the test one. This lets me know what not to do with the next set of multi-purpose rooms in terms of making this happen. And I'm hoping that I can get this to fit right. That may not work. Oh. Watch, this is going to make this not work at all. It's going to take the horizontal planner, the long planner, out of the options. After I spent so much time getting this lined up. Yeah, this is all going to come out now. Yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing to place this stuff and get things to go green because there's no real showing collision on anything. See if I get this to go back in and line this up a little bit better. See that? It's like this one's sinking into the floor instead of just moving along the length of the floor. We'll take this one out now and see if I can reposition it a bit. Yeah, that's going way too far over. Need like a tiny nudge button for this game for building. I think I can actually do it this way. We'll just do this. I'll just move this one forward a little bit because certainly that will work, you know. Wish we could actually get these to sit closer together, you know, but it's that collision detection it's got going in terms of like the model doesn't actually just fit in that one little... Like, that's not all it is. Alright, so that's what we're going to have to do there. Can I get this to line up right now? Ah! Move! I think it's something to do with the height aspect of it. And it did turn green. Hey, come on. Like, it looks like it's going into the floor. I think that's where the problem is. I'm taking the ladder out. That's just getting in the way right now. There we go. Finally. Peeper says if you're nice, you should be vegetarian. No, we're gonna have some meat production in this game. I mean, I'm going to have this. You know, actually, that is an option. Because this is food production in this area. What we can do is have each station, each piece, have the lower section be an alien containment to house a different fish. Meaning that the lower section will be strictly for fish production. That means I have to put the ladder here in the pathway. Alright, so the ladder will be there, which means we can go down, make sure this will work. Because if it's not going to work, then I won't know now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have an alien containment on each side, so we're not completely vegetarian. Ah, that looks so uneven now.
Which life forms you bring on board. They may also be studying you.
Well, I don't want any life forms and be studying me. They're here to be food for me and fuel. Yeah, I can reinforce the containment too. That does give me, again, more reinforcement for my hull strength. Oh, but now I don't know if I can get this to line up. That looks off. Let's do this. We'll take that and break it temporarily. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna deconstruct the whole thing. It makes it easier to see with the floor spacing. Yeah, that's too far out. That's what the problem was. There we go. And now this one again, which should fit here. I mean, it looks like it's going to. I just gotta find that magic spot. I mean, that should fit. I think. I don't know, this is getting... Yeah, let me go get food. I need to eat. And come back and try this again. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of adjusting, so I'm sure one of the grow beds is too far over. I wish there was a snapping option, like if you wanted to have it snap into certain spots around the multi-purpose room and such.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That would be useful. Actually, let me just use some water too that I really don't need once we get everything going on this. Full production will be on its way, and we also have to consider I do need water production as well. So I can't just ignore water production for this. So this is going to be the garden. And of course we'll have the food area up there. What I might do is build on top of the food area. Build another one up, and that will be the... well, no, we're going to need a lot of water on this. So I might actually build another... We may go down and have another one that's just water production. Oh, yeah, we may have one of these that's water production underneath, and the others will be the alien containments. Yes, okay, good catch on that. Mint. Too far to the left. Again, why it would be useful we have some kind of snapping capability in this. And the fact that wall reinforcement should not be interfering with your construction in front of the wall as much as it likes to do in this game. Hey, come on, green somewhere. That's the problem too. This is too far over. That's why the other one fit. See if I can get this to work. Watch, now it won't even let me build it again. I had green. I need, like, seriously a nudging option in this. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny nudge. Yeah, that's the problem there. So that's not going to work. Yeah, that is not going to work. I would like to use the long planner, but it's not going to work. So we're just going to do the same thing. Each corner will be a plant pot. Assuming this works either, you know. Like, seriously? Come on. I think it only turned green because of a glitchiness aspect. Because I'm wiggling it and it's not turning green again. Sometimes it does show green even though it can't actually build there just because of it dropping down from somewhere. Ugh. That's getting to be frustrating. We may have some wasted space here. Do it this way then. We'll do... two pots in each corner. Instead, let's do that. And we'll just move these over a bit. Not going to be as much food production wise, but you know, this is all just based around the idea that we probably would have a lot of people here. We're still going to have plenty of food production either way. I mean, more than enough for just me. There we go. And we'll do it like that. It's enough of the frustration to try and build this. Well, I did my third season of playthrough and I was doing this sort of thing. That's why there was a lot of times I would cut stuff out because I would be like, okay, let me go back and redo this. And I would rip an entire thing back apart and go through that whole process, like rebuilding it again and trying to get things lined up just right. There's a lot of times I would do things like that, and it's I don't want to do that much frustration right now. Actually, what I'm doing, you know what? Yeah, we do need water. So this is going to be the water production one, and we'll do on the other sides the alien containment there. So this will be my filtration machines. And we're going to see how much I can actually have running filtration machine wise with all this thermal power. I think I may have enough. Let's get these placed and make sure I'm not using up all of my supplies for producing that. And making sure I don't use everything up before I can place things down and have more production going, because if I use all of my gel sacks and such, then I will have to go get more. I kind of want to avoid that. We'll do some acid mushrooms now. And I am afraid to say it, I think I might have actually used all my gel sacks. Did I? Very possible. Oh, I did, didn't I? I can do 2 more of these real quick. That's okay. I know where I get gel sacks. Easy enough. One there. And one there. And so, put those. That means basically, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here. Actually, this one, I can take the ladder out from here. I don't like having to put the ladder there. And we'll go back in the middle for this. That way I'll know this is the one that has all of that going. And then this will be the one that has, besides me taking everything back off the walls. No, I don't actually. I can leave everything on there for this one. That's right. this will be the one with the containment once I get all the actual planter beds in there. And I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it looks like Doctor Strange is proposing to bacon. Something you guys want to share with everybody else in the stream? Alright, we're going to do... Not that one. We'll use that for all vines. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let me go ahead and start doing some more of the exterior grow beds. If I can line them up right. Well, it's so much easier when you're standing. You don't have that wiggle from your swimming movement. Alright, come on. Oh! I feel like I don't want to turn and do it. There we go. Trying to keep this in a straight row as much as I can. Make it easier for doing the next row over from here. Oh yeah, that's passable. That works well enough. Alright, we're going to go with the same treatment over here, kind of slowly build out. Hoping I still have enough titanium for this. I think that one's a little askew, actually. Yeah, it is crooked. No room for crookedness here if I can avoid it. Except for the fact that apparently the other one is also crooked. Yeah, that's crooked. That's getting fixed. I'll have to fix that layer. Good thing that is the one that is the stuff I have to chop up anyway to harvest. Come on. Sometimes you just gotta move until it gives you the green and let it automatically start building because you happen to get in range. Alright, so I'm out of titanium again. Alright. Out of titanium. I've used up all my gel sacks. Time for more collections.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
And wow, my power is getting low in this thing, so let's go ahead and toss that in while I go gather up equipment. Or, you know, more stuff. There's that and that. So we're gonna go get the little gel sacks and some titanium, hopefully. I'm thinking we're gonna go to the Lost River segment. Should be easy enough there. Oh, now everybody's on Pokemon. I remember Red and Blue Pokemon. I actually played those. Those were fun. It's then when they started trying to appeal way too much to, you know, like mass appeal to children everywhere, and the card game and all that. I was like, yeah, this is going too far now. Alright, I think I went too far in that direction. Yes, I did. See all my glass twinkling in the distance. Yeah, Pokemon has continued to be popular, continues to grow. You know, then everybody else was like, oh, let's, you know, you got all the other variations of it. Digimon, like that, never took off the same way Pokemon did. Now you got the new Detective Pikachu with Ryan Reynolds. You know, Deadpool voicing Pikachu. Honestly, that's the only reason I would go see it, is just to hear Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu and making wisecracks as the little furball. But in terms of it just being a Pokemon movie, I would not care at all to see it. When you look at it, ignore the fact that it's about some little, you know, you're capturing all these creatures that live in the world around us. Some of them are fairly intelligent. They have special powers. You know, when you get past all that fantasy aspect, if you look at it from a strategy game type standpoint, it's a very good game. At least the original ones were. I mean, the idea of it, like, oh yeah, different types of Pokemon have strengths and weaknesses, you know, going that, it's got a very good balance. I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot, and it, you know, finding that good balance in what Pokemon you use in your group, so you can prepare yourself against different Pokemon you go against. You know, that strategy element of it is very well done, at least in the older Pokemon games. I haven't played since Red and Blue, but you know, that's if you look at just the core mechanic of it. If you go with the whole, you know, it's furry little cute creatures, and you're probably not going to care for it as much. I'm actually out of an area where I'm not getting any power from the heat. Doc is gone. So, Doc... Oh, no. There he's back. He was keeping the Reaper away from this area, so I don't get interrupted in gathering supplies. Yeah, go back to Pokemon. You know, they just overdid it. They just overreached, in my opinion. Like, trying to build in the trading card game that never took off, because they're basically like, we're going to go after... try to model this after Magic the Gathering. You know, they tried to go in a similar fashion. It did not work as well because they did not have the same, I would say, finesse that the creators of Magic the Gathering put into it when they come out with a new expansion. You know, they really, really try hard to make sure they don't have anything that's, you know, not exploitable. Everything's balanced. And I don't feel like, I think, you know, for Pokemon, they're just like, hey, we need something out there. It doesn't matter if it's as good. Kids will buy it. You know, even South Park made fun of it with, what was it? Chinokomon or whatever they called it. Where all the kids were being brainwashed at the camp where they went to for it. And like, it didn't matter, like, what it was. You just... if you were a kid, you had to have it. That was the rage. And, you know, they made fun of it. Nobody knew actually how to play the game. They weren't learning about the game. They were being brainwashed. But, yeah, in terms of the original games, the core of them, I feel like they were good games. Because they did the strategy part well. It's just when they became so popular that was sort of forgotten about, if you ask me. Sure. Okay, yeah, interesting that I'm not taking any damage. Grab some stuff in my own inventory for a moment. Stretch my legs. Then I'll go looking for more outcrop. Oh, hey, yeah, quartz outcropping. Perfect. And I know I can do it. Now, I actually forgot about it for a second, but even though I can do it, the storage is outside. We never see anything that indicates interior storage. Like, I don't see anything there that looks like you could just open up a panel and access the outside storage module. It seems more like, yeah, you'd have to go through the outside of the vessel, so I'm going to do it that way. Let me make sure I get those in. That's 8. Perfect. That's what I needed. I'm not going to worry about any more. 8 is enough to get this started. Now, where'd that quartz deposit go? There it is. A little late to show up, but there it is. Considering that mods are not technically sanctioned by the creators, by the game studio, you're going to have to wait for somebody enterprising to find a way to give the console game platforms access to mods. Right now, it requires running a program to install the mod manager to even make them available on PC. So you're probably looking at, if it ever gets made available for console, you're looking at some kind of homebrew hack type thing to make it work. Then it's just being the devs are going to make it built in. If they were going to do that, we wouldn't have to do the manager. They would have already been like, you know what? We like what you're doing here. We're going to incorporate this as part of the game. And we'll take the mod manager and make it part of the game itself directly. That didn't happen. So I don't think console is going to get access that way. Somebody's going to have to come up with a way to load it in. And it's probably going to be a very hacky type way to do it. I cannot marry you. I am not ordained. Not even in the, you know... not even in Spice World am I ordained. You're gonna have to find a proper ordained Spice Master. Or, you know, just a you know, clergy of some sort. I do wish, you know, the game would naturally support mods within the vanilla game itself. I mean, Fallout 4, you can install mods. It's part of the game support. I feel like creators should be like, hey, you know what? And I'll say this, creators are great. You know, the developers, they will come up and do some really cool stuff. But they cannot think of everything. They just can't. Somewhere, somebody's going to come up with a better idea that the developers never even thought of. And having the ability to mod means that person can put that idea into the game. And if the creators make it possible for, you know, mods to be just part of the game, they don't have to go to any crazy length. You don't have to wait on somebody to make it possible to do that. It's just already done. So yeah, I think creators, the development studios should just automatically support mods. They should welcome mods. They should make it part of the game always. Because Somebody's going to have a better idea than you.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes. See, like you say, you know, Fallout or Skyrim. Skyrim's still popular right now. Fallout, well, you know, they got Fallout 76, but I've seen a lot of people are still into Fallout 4. And a big thing about Skyrim, a lot of people are into it right now because of mods. It's because you can expand on the game. The reason I'm still into Subnautica right now is because of the mods, being able to expand on the game and add more stuff to the game than what was originally part of it. Okay, if I'm in the scanning radius of the scanner room, I can use the map mod to change what I'm scanning for. Well, I will try that in just a moment, because I am on my way back to that area. As long as I can turn it off, that's enough. So I'm like, alright, I'm done harvesting. Let me turn this off, please. That's enough for me right there. I will try that. I haven't changed anything in the options for it, so it should be whatever it's defaulted to.
Seek fluid intake.
I still need to add some new modules to the sea moth. I do have some extra space. I need a sonar module, and I'm thinking a reinforcement module to make it a little bit stronger. Still not there. I'm not ignoring you, Netsar. I cannot marry you. I'm also trying to make sure I keep focus on this. There's a lot of chat messages to look at every time I look over while I'm also doing this. And like I said, you need to go get a properly ordained spice minister to marry you two. Let's try this. Alright. Alright, so that is right click. That's turning it off. Okay, middle click lets me choose, and scrolling, and it doesn't do like the page turn type thing. It actually does like a proper scroll. Now the question is, how do I turn it off? I'll do like that. Oh yes, it does let me turn it off. That is perfect. There, yeah, it works. Cool. Thank you, Mean Mad Mike, for checking on that. That makes it a lot easier in terms of this. I don't have to go inside the base just to turn it on. Oh, we haven't even made it to 2 hours yet. I feel like it's been going longer than that.
Captain, all systems online.
Alright, let's dump all my crap. Except for those. Taking those with me.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And before I forget, kind of need to get that back out. Fully charged. So no ion battery in there. Let's check how my power level is. 115. And it shows I've got power coming in now from the bioreactor and from the thermal. Thermal should be more than enough, though. Yeah, I need to get some more fish. Alright, let's get moving again on this part. So we've got those. Now we're going to throw in 4 on each side, and this will expand out later for more of these. Like, I'll end up making this all probably acid, this all deep, this all the gel sacks, and then these will be doing things like the more decoration type ones, except for, of course, I'm going to have sea cluster kelp over here. There we go. Let's actually get that going now. Or actually, what I think we'll do is we're going to make this look nice and even. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go in the middle one. I really probably should try and align it up to the very middle, but for now we'll just get this going and I can always rearrange later. Like that. Like that. And this is strictly for the lighting effect around everything. Slime Rancher? I'll try to remember to take a look at that after this stream is over. And before I forget, let's do my ladder here for going up into the actual cafeteria area. And oh, that's living quarters. So yeah, now I need to go down below. Where was it? Okay, so I don't have anything for making aerogel right now, so we can go ahead and just start with this part. Means reinforcements. Pickle has problems. Okay. That's a little vague. Alright, so I need more titanium again. I think I'm going to end up... I'm just going to go back up to the surface area and go in to get stuff from... like in the crash zone, I guess. Grabbing metal salvage and bringing it back. Let's get... Yep, out of titanium again. We'll go do some drilling for a moment. At least I've got all my glass covered. There we go. Actually... oh yeah, I still need to... I don't need that yet. Because I want to build all the grow beds first so I can see the alignment. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I did say we might do this just because I still need to do another part of the setup for here. I have not done the ion cube farming yet, and I probably will need a lot of titanium just for that. Let me dump all this in. And I need a reminder, actually, on... it's been a while since I've built the prawn suit. So yeah, a lot of titanium. The aerogel will be fine. The enamel glass, I actually do have some stalker teeth, which we still are going to have a way to create an enclosure for trapping stalkers so they can produce more stalker teeth for me. So yeah, it might not be the best thing right now because I don't have everything I need for that. We may actually have to just go ahead and head back up. I'm sure I'm not gaining as much power as quickly because of them. Alright, before we go, and we're going to head back up so I can get some supplies going. I am low on supplies. Let's see, we've got 1 and 2 more spots where we'll have glowing kelp, the seed clusters. We've got all of this going right now, and I probably have enough glass. I don't know if I actually want to do it with every window, but we'll go ahead and do the windows anyway because I do have glass for the moment. I didn't even look at how much hull strength I have right now. Oh, yeah. I'm back up on my hull strength. So, good. There goes that. And that means these will be the living quarters. Go ahead, at least put the spot down for it. Yeah, I just need a lot of metal salvage. That's what I'm going to have. And actually, let's just see. Since now I know how to do this. What does it do? Does it actually pick up some new titanium deposits, or is it just going to pick up all the little pieces that I've already collected? I'm parked way too low in this area. Alright, there we go. Finally. I was starting to get a little worried. Like it wasn't working. Oh, wow.
30 seconds.
So, this power transmitter no longer is necessary. Yeah.
Oxygen.
Since I know now that that works, I think I'm going to be doing a lot of scanner rooms with like solar power up above where I can use it for finding a lot of resources between streams, since I won't actually have to worry about getting inside. But yeah, I think we're going to go back up now finally and start getting some supplies again. I'm doing the shortcut over here. It's so much faster to get back up this way. Drifter, thank you for subscribing if you're in the stream with us right now. Yeah, I've already got my thermal charging for the Cyclops, and I've got thermal charging on the Sea Moth. I have not made my solar chargers yet for the Cyclops because I haven't been back up as much above higher surface water areas than I have been down here, so that will be another thing I'll have to do. And oh yeah, I still have this spot here. And of course that scanner room for just the cosmetics more than anything else. I'm going to check my power when I come back. I may actually expand that scanner room as well. And that way I can set them both. Like if I get in the right spot between them, I can set them both scanning. Wow. Don't break my gateway base. So he can swim through the walls, he can't swim through my base. And he's chasing me. He's like all the way into this area. Yeah, he's bad. He's mad at me. You're not supposed to be out here, sir. Go back to your hole. I don't know what I did to him. I swear, I don't know what I did. He's either mad at me or he's got a crush on me. He might have very strong emotional feelings for me. I don't know. I hope not. Maybe they will go and be buddies and the dragon will leave me alone after the Ghost Leviathan starts playing with him. Oh, there goes one of my power cells drained already. Alright, I should be good now. That's so weird. He's never chased me that far before. Alright. We'll get up top. I don't think I'll have to worry about it, but if I do, I'll start making solar chargers for this. That should have me covered. I'm pretty sure I won't need any kind of nuclear modules this time around with the Cyclops. Especially now I've got the bioreactor, just keep adding more fish to it. Sea Dragon has 0% brain power. So it's like, ooh, toy. Or, ooh, food. And he just goes for it. Could be it. I don't know if I don't think it's my aftershave, Sean. I'm really, you know, maybe my cologne. Maybe just my natural smell could be it. But, you know, the look in my eyes as I run away from him. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, let's stop real quick because opportunity. It's easier to find them other places, but we're going to do this. So let's just say, you know, for the base, people are going to be efficient. But they also know you don't want to eat the same thing over and over. I mean, this is not the Matrix. We're not going to eat just the purple, or, you know, was it green, grayish, milky-looking sludge all the time? We don't want that. You know, tastes like, what was it? Something toasted wheat? We don't want that. We want meat on the menu and some quartz. And what better meat than get some of the most nutritionally good fish, which is, of course, Reginald's. There are better places for them, but I saw a couple of them. And now I've got one and can't find the others. And look, a Mesmer. Come here. Oh, actually, let me scan you while you're, you know, sitting there. Come here, come here, come here. Doesn't say anything about not hitting you. Haha. Come here. Come here. Like an echo, too. I heard it still go closer. Hey, hey, don't put my knife away. Come here. Come here. Yeah, okay, we'll forget that guy for now. I'll get the Reginalds later. We're going to have them.
You are the best captain on the planet. I'm not even squid.
We're going to get the Reginalds and get Oculus later. Because, you know, that's... Where'd my fish go? Where'd my Reginald go? Oh yeah, fish, eggs. There we go. Got a bunch of eggs going. There's that. Perfect. So I'm thinking Oculus and Reginald for the 2 alien containment so they get the best value food-wise for it. Especially if they're like, hey, you know, we do not want veggies all the time. We would like to have stuff other than just plants to eat. There we go. Far Cry, I post those videos on Tuesdays. So, I've got to do some work with it, and then I got to record the video, so it'll be Tuesday when I have the next Far Cry video come out. Alright, let's head back. I believe that's just the little ones right now. I didn't see anything regarding a Reaper. So, live stream of it? No, I just do videos for those. The only live stream I do each week on YouTube is the Subnautica right now, and then I live stream other games on my Twitch 2 nights a week as well. I'm about to hit some stuff. Oh, while I'm here, I can also look at getting the, no, I do need, oh, what was it? Fungal spore sample. And there's a couple other things for the new bioreactor booster. Fungal sample, jelly shroom spore, and speckled rattler spore. The speckled rattler, not going to be as quick to find that, but we've got some stuff here for fungal samples, so I can go ahead and get a bunch of those. And I'll just grab a couple extra just because. Okay, that side to stop. So that's 6. So that should be enough. And just in case I need them for something else. Mint, thank you for following on Twitch as well. Alright, so speckled rattler. The hydrochloric acid is not a problem. The jelly shroom spore, we know where to go for that. I'll go in that direction. I'll probably go there and get some magnetite as well just before the next stream. I don't know if we're going to make it back down today or not. Depends on how quickly I can gather a ton of titanium in terms of metal salvage. Alright, there's Crash Zone. I want to get to the thruster side of the Aurora is what I'm thinking. Yeah, over there. Yes! Reaper over here. Well, I'll save as I get close. But we're just going to be taking the sea moth out and around and using the claw module we have for it to grab everything. Alright, this might be a good stopping spot.
Engine powering down.
Oh.
All systems online.
Yep, there we go. Probably a good time to have my sonar mod for this, but I don't. Mike could get out, scan for some stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it. Just want to get the loose titanium and stuff like that. There we go. And the drill speed's working. Alright, I think Doc has a mod request. If, let's see. We got any modders here that want to go for it? Make a mod for the cuttlefish to wear a mailman suit. Actually, just make a mod for the cuttlefish that we can put, like, clothing on them and make them look even more cute and cuddly. Like we really need to, but yeah, that'd be funny. Let them, give a mailman suit, a mime outfit, maybe a clown outfit. You know, little red big shoes on all the ends of their tentacles. Big nose, like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer outfit, where they just have the glowing red nose. They're like, follow me. You know, we need that. How about that? That's a good mod option right there. Somebody make us a clothing customization mod for the cuttlefish. Just to have it. Serves no benefit to the gameplay other than making for cute cuttlefish. Oh, that sounded really close there. Perfect, we'll scan this. That gives me one spot left in my inventory. My personal inventory, and then we'll load up on salvage and head back. Depending on how quickly this goes, we may actually make it back down today. Sudden impacts are making me jumpy now. So I'm waiting for that impact to be from him attacking me. Wow. Some stuff over here. Yeah, you stay floating there. Let me just toss. There. There's that. See, that titanium does not roll away. Goodbye, Knight. Thanks for hanging out. Not even using a scanner room right now, and I'm finding plenty of metal salvage already. So yeah, we may be able to get back down there quickly enough today. How dare you? How dare you, sir? See, can I actually open this? No, I cannot open it with the claw module. Such a shame. Oh, battery. Don't even need a battery. Oh, there we go. And I'm full. Not telling me I'm full, but I am full. In this game, I have found one capsule, I think it was. Yeah, it was this playthrough. I found a capsule that had the laser cutter because I was having so much trouble finding the last laser cutter fragment. Fortunately found like a laser cutter or stuff, so it made it really helpful to get the Aurora fixed. Because you need a laser cutter to get in some of those places in the Aurora. Think. Look and see which direction I am facing. Yes, perfect. I can just head back that way, be a little bit closer to some of that metal salvage. Should still be out of range. Oh, hey, look, right there. Right outside the door.
Captain, all systems online.
Yes. Dump the supplies in quickly. Do it this way too. This works just the same when I dump other stuff in there, so. Alright, more salvage right here real quick. Oh, perfect! I don't really need it for outside at the base, but I do want it for decoration, so we're going to take some of that. And there's our buddy, Crash Fish. Some sulfur. Maybe I can't remember if I've got crashfish eggs or not. We'll need those too. At some point I will be going for a lot of salvage and a lot more quartz, because we're gonna have the zoo aquarium set up to do, and that's gonna be a lot worse than what we're doing right now. That's gonna be massive amount of gathering of supplies. That might be me actually dumping supplies into the base and then coming back and loading back up the Cyclops with even more, because that is going to be a lot to make that happen. Okay, let's get back inside and we'll drive forward now. %. Let's recharge my repair tool a bit, because, you know, I have been having to do a bunch of repairing. I need to remember to keep enough supplies to make the materials for the prawn suit, so I can get that going before next episode, or next live stream rather, and have ion cube farming working, because I will need it for some of the decorative plants that I want to use. Now, I have been chased through here by the Leviathan. By the Reaper over here. So let's hope he does not pick up my noise and show an interest in the noise I'm making. We're at the Edge Plateau, so perfect. I can go get the stuff I need for the better bioreactor mod from over there, hopefully. Can't remember if I can find some speckled rattler over in this area or not.
Engine powering down.
Alright, no alerts on the radar, or sonar. I have killed a Reaper. I killed several Reapers, actually, with the laser cannon mod. Killed a lot of ghost Leviathans using the laser cannon. But when testing everything and doing it, like when I was doing the knife test and other things like that, it's just so tedious to do it. And ultimately, at some point, they always respawned. Might take a while, but once you got out of the area and came back later, they'd be back. And so it just was not worth it in the end. Oh. Come on, let me pick it up before he tries to pick me up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is going to be a very fast run. And keep running. I just realized I never did save like I said I was going to. Wish there was like, I mean, you know, No! 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 Give me my sea moth back. Do not destroy it. Alright, out of here fast as possible. Oh! Oh. It's a good thing that they don't hold on and keep holding on until you know, force them to let go. Alright, I don't even hear him at the moment. He's not, like, I don't hear his bellows. So I'm going to go ahead and chance it. And grab some of this stuff as well. That's you know, I say I don't hear him, and then suddenly he's going to pop in right behind me. So we'll take those out. And grab that. And there we are. Like, I know somewhere around here I have my Cyclops still. Ooh, power cell. What? Power cell. Okay, yeah. No more getting out at this point. I have all the supplies I could carry at the moment. Alright. Now I hear him again. Yes, time to dump everything in. And resave. So that's a significant number of pieces of metal salvage. That's a good amount of titanium right there. And while I should be safe, I don't feel like chancing it. So we're going to head towards the mushroom cave. And then I can just kind of sneak back over this way with this sea moth. Yeah, chat went dead. I think everybody might have been busy watching me nearly get my sea moth crushed. Alright, there's that pit. So I am, like, it's right over there. I believe that's where it is.
Engine powering down.
Now, I'm basically using nothing but the bioreactor now, and I'm down to that. These solar modules. What do I have? I have no solar modules right now. I only have 2 pieces for enameled glass. So I can make 2. Yeah, we'll do 1. Just so I'm not worried about running too low and burning through everything I put into the bioreactor. So that gives me my first Mark II solar module, which will help. There we go. And go ahead and eat 2. And save again. Oh, wow, big pause there. That got me a little worried for a moment. That's a longer saving pause than normal.
Systems online.
Alright, so I need Oculus and Reggie's. Like that Reggie. So that's 2. Technically, that's all I really need. Oh, that's Cragfields. I'm actually way off from where I thought I was. So we'll go back. Yeah, this way. Another set of Reggies. There you go. That's 4. If I get at least 4 Oculus, we'll have enough to start the population of the food containments. And we may make it back just in time. I feel like I still should get more titanium, but hopefully because I'm out of the area, when I go back, we'll have some fresh spawnings for there. Alright, so we're going to get a couple of the mushroom cuttings. Oh, of course he's going to come out. Don't you attack it too! Come on, stop it. It's not nice. Alright. Oculus. 1. 2. That may actually be dead one. Check it. Yeah. That doesn't work when I smacked him with my my windshield. There you go. That's 2. 3. Oh, no, we can't use... No infected ones. Cannot use infected ones. No infected fish. Austin, welcome back. Crab snake eggs? Alright, I'll look again. If I... Oh, yeah, I need to see about finding those. Assuming he does not bother me. Oculus, Oculus. Are you... Right as I was about to grab them. No. Yeah, crab snake eggs. We need to get that while we're here. There we go. Now, some of these we will have to build like an extra, you know, depth setup. Because some fish, we're going to have to worry about them reproducing and having a large enough population limit to make it worth having them in captivity. So thank you for reminding me about that while I'm here. You know, might as well get them while I'm here. Oculus was just for finishing up the garden part today. Got Oculus. Let's look for one more outcropping of magnetite before I go back. Because there is magnetite in the lava zone, but not a lot. Go ahead and grab things like the eyes too. Just grab all the things. And there we go. Alright, say happy birthday. Or happy birth, you know, day. You had a space in there. Most, you know, US, we just have it as birthday, one word. Cuttlefish egg? Was there a cuttlefish egg in this location? I can't remember. I know there's one, like... Was it down at the other Dagazi base? If there's one here, I should have already grabbed it when I came through earlier getting the scans from there. Ah, yeah, a little bit more magnetite here. I think that's enough. Alright, we'll pop over here. Just make sure... Oh, look, a new scan has appeared. That was not here previously. And I never did get this.
Integrating new
Or
PDA
this.
data.
Did I get it? Oh no, I'm poisoned. Oh. What was it? Oh yeah, maybe I didn't come here already. Thought I did.
New blueprint.
Maybe it reset when I had to... I did have to restore from a backup. Because I did have a problem with the mods. My auto-sort mod broke. And every locker in my Cyclops disappeared. Well, it might be something when I restored my backup and the cache on it.
New PDA data.
I can't remember if I did come here or not. Surely I did come here. Yeah, because I've already scanned that. So it must have reset from my cache when I did my backup recovery.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes, be careful. Make sure you make backups of your games at the least, if not the computers. If you're going to use mods. Because I've already had problems in the game without mods, losing data. But, yeah, I've had some more problems with the mods causing conflicts. Where if I didn't have a backup, I would lose like hours of work. And then have to put more work into fixing it. So yeah, make sure you use backups. Alright, let's dock and assess. Or actually, let me look here just to make sure. I don't think there is, but if Speckled Rattler is available in here, I want it. Might as well take some salt, too. Oop. No, that was... Can't remember if Speckled Rattler appears in here or if it's that other cave system. Ah, creature egg. Or creature eggs. That's probably, was it spadefish? The spadefish or the, there's that other one that has that same generic egg. I can't remember. I know I scanned a bunch of stuff there, and obviously I scanned the water filtration machine. I feel like I would have gone inside. I don't think I scanned everything outside. Forgot to go in, but that's always possible too. And there's my decomposing dead Oculus. Need a trash bin. Actually, that is going to get dumped out. So, or no, why do that? Why not just toss it in here? We'll see what it does. So it still gives me the full 630. Even though it's decomposing, it still gives me the full 630 power for it. But yeah, 48 across the board on my metals. That's no titanium at all in those. That's just everything else. Means I'm going to have somewhere in here. There's some salvage. More salvage. More salvage. More salvage. Oh, wait. Okay, I gotta remember that's the one that has those. Finally. Alright, so yeah, I'm about full on stuff. That's a lot of titanium there. That might actually cover things. So we need a Speckled Rattler. Anybody wants to remind me where that is available near the lava zone, we'll get that. Otherwise, I'm heading back towards the bulb zone. I think it's available, if not there, directly in some of the cave areas there. I want to say it's available in that area because it does kind of fit in cosmetically. And let's see. Solar power charger going. Floating island. Yeah, that is a place I could get it. Let's do that real quick then. Thank you for reminding me about that. It is close by.
All systems online.
Be easier to go ahead and do this now than later. Mod to make the brighter area or darker areas brighter. I know there's a water mod which is supposed to improve the water texture, and then there's a cinematic style mod that's supposed to adjust the color grading. But I haven't seen anything about just making the area, specifically dark areas, brighter. Now there is a mod that you could change the color and intensity of the headlamps and flashlights. So it's not that blue color, but white and much brighter. Why are you coming after me? So you might want to look at that as a mod, Alva Glenn. I'm gonna do like a dolphin. Except I can't nose down. And while we're here, and the glitching doesn't hopefully mess things up, we will need some decorative plants. Not in the food production area, but other places. So good opportunity to get stuff like that. Get a couple of those. A couple of those. And the 4 speckled rattler seeds. I'll just need, I think it wasn't the seed. I think it was actually the, like the mushroom part of it. Jaffa cup. We'll get an extra one just in case. I think it was 1 for that new component, but I could be wrong. Oh. There we go. I think that's the best I can. Yeah, I can't fit anything else. So, yeah, not making that jump. Oh. This is not going to go well. Yep. Good thing we don't have status defects like sprained ankle. Now, yeah, thermal vision would be cool. Night vision, I think, would probably not work so well in this. Because there's a lot of stuff that's meant to be, you know, like that bioluminescence that all the animals and plants pretty much have. Night vision, you probably have a lot of, like, bright spots in there from that. But, I would say maybe doing the thermal vision would be neat in certain areas. Obviously, would not work very well in the inactive lava zone because you'd be sitting there, like, bright everywhere. Compass? I don't need a compass. Who needs a compass? I've got beacons for where I need to go. Going to my Cyclops, and then I'm going to the beacon for the tunnel. And then we're going to be back to working again, so. I'm going to get back and get a few things planted and do a little bit more building right before I have to call it end. Alright. I really need to make something for like the plant parts too, so I can separate them out. Oh, wait, that's right. I was going to make that upgrade, and I should have enough to make it now. Was it? Yep. That goes my other piece of enameled glass I can make. That should be my last stalker tooth. So I'll be coming back for that as well later. Yes, this is a mod added with this, so we're going to do that. All bioreactors. So we could always put several of them on here. Let's see, how does it enhance? Alright, so we add 50 power to the reactor. And we add 2 more spots. So instead of 4 fish, we have 6. And we can hold up to 250 power in it at a given time. So that's useful. That does make it a little bit more useful in terms of normal use, I would say. Of course, I still have 3 thermal reactors, the 1 solar reactor. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about power anytime soon. Goodbye, Netsar. Thanks for hanging out. Skyrim, I don't think would need a compass because, I mean, you know, you gotta think about the kind of time, you know, styling it is. It's like a medieval knights and sorcery type thing, dragons. You know, depending on how you want to look at the theme of it, they may not have compasses. They may not have figured out how to make a compass. So I'm noticing it's got like a missing bar at the top here. And I'm wondering if it actually is showing that because the battery is low. Because if it is, then that's a neat little touch. I know, like, you know, Skyrim, you don't have the compass. Fallout, you have a compass. But I never use the compass. I'm not going, like, I need to go north. I look for that little marker. I'm like, oh, there, that's where the objective thing is. Kind of like, you know, here, I'm looking at this tunnel marker. We're like, oh, that's where my tunnel is. But I don't play Skyrim either, so, I mean, maybe, you know, I'm sure they thought of it for some thematic reason to take the compass out. And Skyrim has mods. I'm sure somewhere somebody's made a compass mod for it. You know, it's the same thing as, like, Doom. When they came out with Doom. Well, I can't remember what, was it Doom 3 where they had it? And it had no... Like, you could not hold a flashlight and the gun at the same time. And they're like, surely somebody can find... You can find duct tape. You can find, like, a holster strap. Something like that. You could find a way to wrap and secure a flashlight to your rifle. And so what happened? Somebody came out with a mod to do exactly that. And make it where the rifles had built-in flashlights. You know, yeah, the duct tape mod. Basically, say you duct tape a flashlight to your rifle so you can actually see in the dark areas of the game. And now the creators, you know, that was the idea, is to make it that challenge and fear factor, that startle factor of you can't see it while you're shooting, so you're kind of firing blindly, but same time, you know, they're going for kind of a realism aspect in some things. Realistically, you find some way to fit a flashlight to the gun. Alright, I should be good with sonar. So I'm already getting a temperature charge even in this area because of increased temperature in the ambient area, not just being close to a hotspot. Alright, here we go. Sonar. Or not sonar, shield. So he doesn't bother me. Hopefully the dragon has decided to go back to his own little area. And is it still sitting around below? Of course, now I already hear the dragon bellowing. He's still coming after me. Now he's the one chasing me. And there goes, I think that was 3, 4. Even though it says that, it's like 4. It sounded like 4 power cells just went out. Doctor Strange, well, we're coming up on 3 hours. I usually go for around 3 hours or so. I would say now we got a bunch of supplies, whatever time it takes for me to consume all of these supplies. So probably not too long. Less time than it took to go up there and get everything. That's for sure. So I would say another 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. So once I run out of supplies again, that's going to be the end of this stream. But I do have time to get some stuff in place. And while I'm here... Oh! I didn't know he was like that close behind me. He tried to bite my turbine. He like took a big bite on my turbine. That was it. And he's like, alright, forget you. I'm out of here. You stay over there. Let's do this. I'm going to try to park a little bit more readily to get out again. Yay. I gotta be close too. I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. Otherwise, I'm not close enough for my materials to be used. I think that's close enough. I look closer than I was before. And I've got leaks to fix. At least this way they're still easy to kind of spot the breaches. When I say that, there we go. I think that might be all it was. Didn't have a lot of water pouring in, so that seems like it might be the only one. Check it. Oh. Hit my mic. I'm sorry.
All systems online.
Let's go ahead and scratch my face. It did not work. Okay, I want... Yeah, we'll take a couple of these to plant. And, not those. Not those. I should have added a spot for, like, plants in here. So I should do that with this. I should add, like, this one. We'll do plants as well on this one. Plants and seeds. There we go. That will help, because I don't think I need that many more fish eggs right now. Oh, that is not supposed to be there. I'm about to say, that could not be full. So we're going to add those. I've got these to put in. And another one of these right here. There you go. Let's get going. Let's finish this with a bunch of building now. And this really doesn't, like, I really don't need the brain corals. It's just for that cosmetic element of having them here. You see how much better it looks now? We've got, it's like a runway. We've got lighting along both sides. Yes. Much better. We're going to finish all of these. Alright, we've got that. I'm out here, I'll go ahead and do it from this side. Then I need to go back and get the fish. My Reginals and my Oculus. So I got the titanium. Yeah, I need aerogel. Fortunately, I've got the supplies to make that now. That I can make it. Some air. Back down. Drop this off, gets fish. The void and below zero, I don't know if they're going to have a void area in that one. I mean, the idea of the void in this one is you're kind of outside that, like, that crater type area. They are, I would think, most likely going to do something different for the void type, like that dead zone area. They're probably going to do something different in below zero than they've done in this one. At least I would hope they do something a little different. I don't want another void with ghost leviathans. They really need to do something other than that in that game. It needs to have a variation of its own rather than just making it another thing like this. Not that one. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Why does it get sorted like that? I thought I had 4 Oculus. Not that, or was one of them just counted as dead anyway? So I've got my, my cuttlefish egg, but I want to save the cuttlefish for some other place. Once I get all the cuttlefish eggs, I will put them all in one spot, because they do not reproduce in the game. So we need to put them where we want to keep them. Once I pick them up and get them out of a containment, I cannot put them back into a containment. Oh, the amount of water and salt. And look at my power level. It's still up nice and high. I want to take this out. So these are all active again. And we're going to see how much all of them running at once does to the power production in this. Yeah, look at how fast it's draining. That's why I want 10,000 in this. 10,000 power. Something like that. Alright, we're going to do a containment here. I think I've only got to put the titanium in on the other one. And I'm just going to do this for now. Alright, we're going to drop the Reggies out here. And then we'll do the other one here. Quentin, thank you for the subscribe if you're with us right now. Alright, and now my Oculus buddies. Great, there we go. And oh, I never did scan them.
New creature discovered.
Well, that's funny. New creature discovered. I picked them up and with the claw module, so it didn't count for me picking them up directly. And apparently that's what you have to do. And oh man, yeah, I just realized I said this earlier. I was like, I need to wait about finishing that because I need to be able to use that to help with the alignment. And then I did it anyway. I went ahead and built them so I could have the fish in there. I need like a third monitor to the side that has like a checklist that reminds me what order to go in. And I can stop and type on in the middle of the stream. Like, oh yeah, don't forget to do this before you do this. Alright, that is workable. Start getting all the plant pots put in as well. Yeah, like here we're in this Subnautica game, we're in like a crater. And that's where the void kind of comes in. Even though it doesn't look like we're in a crater, it's like the void is part of that or something. And that's where we have the void come into the theme of the map. And some below zero, you're like in a big iceberg area. Now, there is a spot where you can see way out into open ocean right now. And it goes out to an edge area that's just flat. But I feel like that's just a placeholder type area. It's not like a void type area where we're just gonna have nothing there. It's more of like we have not done the terrain for it yet, guys, and eventually we will have a new terrain thing set up for this area, and at that point they'll update and we'll see that flat area. It's like right at the edge where some of the whales like to swim around. You'll end up seeing a whole new terrain texturing done there, probably caves and stuff like that suddenly added into the game. So I feel like that's what's going to happen in that area. So we probably will not see an actual void style area unless it is a case that once you go to a very edge, they have like a connection to the void area. But I don't think it's going to be a case of it's everywhere around you. And like I said, I think they should do something different in below zero than the void. If they're going to throw the void in there, have the void be part of just one side where you can get out there and just keep going. but make it have more than it just be an empty dead zone. Make it like just a super deep area that actually has some resources you can use if you want to build all the way down there. Give a reason for it to be down there. Thank you for that subscribe. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I'm not even sure what language that is in, but thank you for the subscribe if you were with us on the stream today. Alright, so we've got my 3 Oculus. They're going to start making babies. Got 4 Reginalds, they'll make babies. I've got a bunch of water filtration machines going. 7 to be exact, and I have room for an 8th. Yes, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I built in the middle, so we're going to have an 8th machine now. You see, I'm already down to like 2,000 power. So this is definitely a let it run and then charge back up for a while. So we got that. Where's my? I have a hatch area. What is it? That? Yeah, right there. All right, so we've got that going. So it's extra everything except for here. I need to do the reinforcements now because this will just save time later. If I do all the reinforcements now and get like 300 or 400 hull strength after all of this, or at least 200 hull strength, I'm assuming is what I'm going to hit. That way, as I start building later, I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm about to start springing leaks, or I did start springing leaks. Quit! Leave me alone, little lava lizard. Yeah, you can't do anything there. It's reinforced. I made it stronger, so you can't damage it. Oh, you know, the great thing about being early access is as the developers work on it, people can give their opinions, you know, review certain changes, be like, oh, this is so awful, we hate this, and then the developers can say, well, do we want to persist with this because this is our vision, or do we want to do something that we are going to make our player base like the game? You know, I mean, they may have their vision, but they also have to realize, like I said, with the mods, they can't think of everything. And they may have an idea in their heads. They may implement something that is like, this is their idea. And then somebody mentions an idea that they're like, wait a second, why didn't we think of that? That sounds awesome. That sounds even better than what we're doing. Let's do that. And they may completely retool an area of the game. So we could have, like, they might put a void or void-like area in the game and then end up taking it back out and putting something else there because of somebody else's suggestion that they end up seeing and liking even better than their own idea. That's why I like devs that listen to their player base, because you'll have somebody in the player base that comes up with a better idea. And if the devs listen and implement it, then, you know, you're going to have better game overall that people like, because, you know, they know the devs are going to actually listen. Was it on this side here I need to do that? Yeah, alright, right there. Go ahead and get matchy. Wait, no, that's on the other side, so I still need to build the outgoing piece there. And that's already been done here. Perfect, okay. So actually, I think I am done on the inside for now, except for planting plants. And I'm going to rethink the arrangement for how I want to organize the food plants in there. So I've got these all set up. And now I'm going to need stuff. I'm going to have to start decorating and figuring out the habitat. I think what we'll be doing next stream is doing the habitats. So we can actually have better, you know, stuff in here. And I've got to get back over to the active lava zone, get down there to the containment and go through there and basically set myself up to have an ion cube farm because we will need it for the decorations mod. And actually, while I am thinking about it now, go ahead and make the decorations fabricator, so I can have it in here, which is where most of it will be. Most of the usage will come into play, and then we'll I can strip it out later and move it. Yeah, decorations fabricator. I'm hoping I've got the supplies for the chip. Yes, I brought a lot of table coral samples. I just tell you that. It's going to get in the way of the door closing, but I will go ahead and make it here anyway. There we go. So yeah, if you haven't checked out my third season, or not fourth season, my modded season that I was just doing recently, we do have all these extra design elements we can use that we can make and place inside the base for nicer cosmetic stuff. Even like this, like I could go get, you know, peeper and make cured peeper and throw them in and make these little meal trays, things like that. So there's all sorts of stuff we can do with that I will need to be able to start producing, you know, the food, and that's why getting the garden going. We've got stuff like that, which I'll need fiber mesh, silicone rubber, things like that going. And then the big one is the seeds fabricator. Everything is ion cubes. So we're going to be using ion cubes to produce all of these, which is why I've got to get my ion cube farm going this week for sure, so I can actually be making use of those. But we got the new better bioreactor going, and I forgot to dump all of my salt and everything in. Salt and tons of filtered water. I could use this in below zero right now. There we go. Alright, so I'm back to full on my health and everything. Let's check the mods. So yeah, the mods do not show anything different on the visuals for that, you know, like power level difference. So we got the new one, the booster that will affect all of the bioreactors. If I feel like I need to, I can add more bioreactors all along here, put them in the middle or something like that. Don't really need it down here, but it's a nice little inclusion in the mod setup for this. But yeah, alright, so final save, and if this ever finishes, there we go. Get so much slower as time goes on. Let's take a look. So we have my multiple thermal plants all connecting up, and now it's connecting to this spot. I guess it counts that as closest. So completely reinforced. We've got aquariums or alien containments. We've got water production through the water filters there. We've got nice glass walkways. We're going to have all of this next week. I'll go ahead and start porting all the plants in for these. Also start putting in some more of the seeds I've got for out here. I will be saving some space, of course, for the more decorative plants from the mod. And I'll be not just doing that. Actually, this may be more of a production style row. And then we're going to build a second row a little bit further out, maybe on the outer edge here on each side. That goes along that way and gives us more of like the cosmetic stuff. And we might treat this whole area as just the grow plots, or I may end up keeping it just in that little section. And then as I expand over here, this little area, this quadrant will be all covered up with one thing, and then we'll expand that way and cover up across that. And so the sides will be built hanging off, and the top, this direction and this direction, will sit on the actual platform directly. And then on this side, we'll come over here and build down and drop off. This is actually a lot of room over here, but I think this is where I want to try to do the big build out. Build over this way. Have a few multi-purpose rooms that go over like in this vertically, and then the rest is going to just drop down, and this will be the big zoo type area. But I've got some more thinking to do. I've got some more work to do with this area this week. But yeah, that is where we're at now. We'll be getting everything ready so we can do more decorations inside. and have all the food, the plants, everything going for next stream. That's my plan. And so I want everybody to kind of be thinking how you want to handle this side with the drop-off and the top sections here. Be thinking this week of ideas on stuff we could do here. And I would love to hear some suggestions. You know, you can put them in the comments after the video goes live later once YouTube finishes processing. Or you can save it and we could chat about it next week in the stream there as well. But I would love to hear some suggestions from everyone in terms of what we can do to make this more filled out. Obviously, we've got food and a little bit of a habitat kind of thing. It's not going to be, it's not big yet, but my plan is to keep stacking and stacking. So we'll have another level up above that looks almost identical, and we'll have the same stack going across on everything. And then we'll build, if we need to, further down for more alien containments to produce more food and more water production as I add more power to this. But yes, look at that. That is fantastic. That looks nice. And again, look at that. That runway top look there. That just looks, even with the glow of everything, look at this. Doesn't that just look great going through it like that? Just that glow right there, like a runway for a plane. Yes, I am very pleased with the way that's turned out right there. That's looking very nice with all the glass. And, yeah. So, you've got your assignment for the week, your homework to do. I've got my assignment for the week of gathering supplies and doing more filling out with this. And we'll reconvene same place, same time next week. The hour earlier than I was doing. We'll see how that goes again for a few more weeks. And if it still looks to be beneficial for certain people to have it start even earlier, we might try starting another hour earlier, but I want to see how this works for a while first. But that is it for today's stream. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Good stream today, very chatty, especially you, Doc. Thanks for that. And we'll do more of this next week. But yeah, be sure to check out videos this week. You also follow me on Twitch like Mint did earlier, and watch my other streams during the week. But that's it for today. I am Mr. Spicy. I will see you guys next time.